this is pretty much like a DC universe haul, basically. So we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new comic books, a deluxe edition graphic novel, and we've got this DVD of like the best animated movies from the DC universe all in one like DVD box case thing. So I thought we could kind of go through all of those together. These kind of go hand in hand though, so thank you guys so much for being here tonight. I'm really excited to go through these. This is my second time to buy comic books, and my first time to buy DC Universe comic books, so I don't really know much about them. I picked them out solely because I thought the covers were cool. And so if they're totally random, I just went based on the artwork style that I liked. But if you are a big comic book collector, I would really love to get your feedback on if I got some cool ones, or if you've read any of these before. So yeah, this still has the wrapping on it because we went to Barnes & Noble just to get this. So I'm excited about these two. Obviously, I'm excited about the comic books, but these two are gonna be fan favorites for me, I think. But before we get started with tonight's video, I just want to say thank you again for our 5,000 subscriber milestone. It just really means a lot to me. But if you are new to the channel and are a fan of ASMR, then please go ahead and am not tempted to like read stuff and spoil the movie for myself. But we got this at Barnes and Noble. Which DC character do you think has the coolest comic books? I want to know everybody's answer. But just this artwork on the front it just looks really cool. So I'm hoping that the entire movie kind of feels this theme, if that makes sense. We're just gonna set this up here. There we go. Maybe. Okay. So now I'm gonna kind of bring all these together. We can go through these 6 comic books. So the first one we've got is Batman New Robin issue. This one was $3, which I think most of them are $3, but I just thought that this looked really interesting. My husband was surprised that I picked the one with the spiders on it because I'm really scared of spiders, which is ironic because I really like Spider-Man, but these don't look that scary to me, so but yeah, this looks really cool. Does it say when it came out? That's what I'd like to know. I thought on the Marvel ones it had it on the front of the year that it was published. Let me see if I can crack it open and see. Gosh, that's loud. I'm so sorry. I just want to know the year. Just want to know the year. Let's see. I mean, the paper is like really yellow, so I'm gonna say the 90s. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so this says 1990 right there, so this is a pretty old one. Oh, we've got a contest, I think we can enter into. Offer expires February 28th, 1991. I think we might be just a little bit late to that. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Wow. So that's pretty cool. So that's the first one that we got for $3. If I can remember how to properly get this back in without. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. So that is our first Batman. There, Batman. Let me adjust the camera just a little bit. There we go. Now you can actually see a little bit better. Next, also for $3, we've got Batman and Superman, the Shazam Who Laughs. I don't know about that. I guess that's a movie? Shazam is a movie, isn't it? I feel like I've seen that. But I just thought the cover was pretty cool. With the lightning and everything. It's rated D for teen. So there were quite a few of the Batman and Superman ones, but I really liked the cover, so that's why I picked this one. I'm wondering, is the 2 up here like the second in the series, or is that something different? I don't think I got any like special covers like with the Marvel one before, because that Venom cover that we had last time was like a variant. I don't think we got any variants this time. found some in like a box with no sleeve or anything. They were just all $1. You could just flip through them. And I really wanted to get one that at least had it in like a little bit of protection. I don't know, if I'm gonna pay for it, I kind of want it to be in decent shape, I guess. Let's see, now we've got, let's see, also for $3, The Flash, The Speed of Darkness, DC Universe Rebirth, The Flash. I just thought this looked really cool. How he's like chasing after this other, is that himself? Is that like a variant of himself maybe? I don't know. I don't know about that storyline. This says 2017. Oh, wow, that's not, I mean, it's like 10 years old, but that was the year I graduated high school. I kind of want to take this one out just because, well, maybe, oh no, it's really taped. I don't want it to be too loud. We'll pick another one to look at. And I'll read probably all of the movie summaries except for the movie we're gonna watch. And you can tell me which movie you think is the best. But they had, towards the front of the store, it was the new, like, weekly releases, so I guess you could just go in there every week and get the new one of the week. So, oh, this one also says Shazam. But this is a really cool cover. I loved this. Oh, it's from August of 2012. This is Justice League. Justice League. Justice League. And it just looks like they're all in coffins, like Batman, Superman, is that Wonder Woman there, Green Lantern. I can't tell back there. But I can't tell about who that guy is down here either. I feel like I've seen a lot of non-animated stuff, but I don't think I've ever watched a Flash movie, and I don't think I've ever watched anything Green Lantern before. But I do know that the guy from Friday Night Lights plays in Green Lantern, like an older one, I guess. But I've watched the Batman movies, obviously. I was telling my husband that, you know, like I'm a really big Marvel person. I've always watched Marvel, and I love it so much that I like to watch every character's story, like every show, every movie, everything. And for me, the most interesting character for the DC is Batman for me. And that's like the only one I truly want to watch. I don't really want to watch a Superman movie. We've watched a little bit of Smallville, so like I've seen that. I used to watch Crypto the Superdog, though, when I was younger, the cartoon. And then the Teen Titans, obviously, like on Cartoon Network and stuff when I was younger, but I don't know, it just seems like the most interesting DC character to me is Batman, and I just really like all of Gotham, like all of the villains and all of their stories and just how dark it is. So, I don't know, I think that I would probably pick Batman as my favorite out of all of them. I did like the movie though, the Wonder Woman movie with Gal Gadot. She did good. She did good in that movie. But, and I think it is just, like, the preference is what you watch the most of. If I would have grown up watching more DC movies than Marvel movies, I may, feel a lot differently, but that's just, I guess, my personal opinion. But everybody's allowed to have their favorite, This is Superman, Funeral for a Friend. I guess this is the fourth one, I don't know. This is a really cool cover because there's a lot of different people. Couldn't tell you who half of these guys are. Let's see. I do know Flash, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman. Don't know. But that's Shazam because the lightning bolt. Some of these guys look like Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Just because I don't know. But it is from 1993. And it says 6. I don't know if that's the 6th issue or not. It was $3 here, but back in the day it was only $1.25. This was for the February of 93 issue there. I do love looking at all of the artwork. That's probably one of my favorites. That's why I pick them, I guess. It's just because the cover. But eventually I'm gonna have like a bunch of them framed on the wall. I think that would be really cool. Like above a bookshelf, just like lining the top. A bunch of framed comic books. That'd be pretty sweet. See how difficult this one is to... There we go. Now we can give this a whirl. Oh gosh, did I just mess up? Oh. Okay, I have to be really cautious. And I just messed up again. Gosh, there. Okay. Let's see. What ad do we have on the back? Terminator 2 arcade game. Wow. Also available on Game Boy. The paper just smells old. Let's see what we've got here. This is so cool. It's like a time capsule. Whenever you look at the ads and stuff, it's like a time capsule. That haircut reminds me of, what's his name? Jim Carrey from Dumb and Dumber. That's pretty cool. I do want to watch that animated series, the Batman animated series. I think I watched a little bit of it when I was younger, but I want to just like fully watch it and pay attention. That's pretty cool. I love the Terminator stuff on the back. Right. See, now I have to try to get this back in the plastic. I cannot let it get stuck to the front again. That could have been really, really bad. There we go. Alright. And our last one that we've got right now. This one was also $3. It also came out in 93. This was the January of 93. Do these go together? No. No, they don't. Surely. Well, maybe it does. Because that says the death of Superman. And that is the same. Interesting stuff right there. Gosh, I'm sorry, this is gonna be so loud. My gosh, the glue is, I can't get that off. They like super glued that shut. That's insanely sticky. 75 and the 76. Like, what does all these numbers mean? I don't understand. I just feel like this would come and then this would come. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm just new to this. I'm just trying to figure everything out. But yeah, overall, I mean, they were all $3 a piece. But I mean, we got a pretty good amount of stuff. So we had one more we bought. It was in the dollar bin. That was still in like the plastic, but it was a King Arthur comic. And so my husband got that. So it didn't make the video just because it didn't fit the theme, but we did get another one. That was $1. So I'm interested on which one of these is the best. So let me know down in the comment section which one of these is the best. I've had a lot of requests for DC stuff, so I wanted to make sure that I got some good ones. But I do want to read a little bit about these movies, but not that one. All-Star Superman fueled by hatred and jealousy. Lex Luthor masterminds an elaborate plan to end the Man of Steel. I don't want to say anything that's going to get the video banned or something. Skipping Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. When a new menace in Gotham City begins stealing experimental technology, Batman is put on high alert, but a team of warriors lurking beneath the streets are also on the case, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I will say, I do love the Turtles. Let's see, the Death of Superman. Okay, that is the same. So we did get another one that is that. From the acclaimed graphic novel comes an animated movie showcasing Superman's greatest battle, an epic showdown between Superman and Doomsday. Wait a minute. Dr. Doom, what? Will decide the fate of Metropolis and ultimately planet Earth. Justice League Dark. I do like that some of these are rated R. When innocent citizens start committing nightmarish crimes across Metropolis and Gotham City, the Justice League suspects an otherworldly cause, magic. The race is on as Batman seeks the help from the one man who can stand up to these supernatural forces, John Constantine. I have no earthly idea who that is. Justice League versus Teen Titans. Frustrated and disillusioned about his work alongside the Justice League, Robin is forced into a new position with the younger super team, the Teen Titans. Readily welcomed aboard, he is immediately intrigued by the mysterious Raven and the unnatural force that looms over them. Gosh, I loved the Teen Titans show. Loved it. Because you had, like, Cyborg. I mean, it was just a great show. Squad. Elta Bay, Amanda Waller, Belle Rev, Bennett, yeah, her, that name, I can't even say that. Cold and calculating warden. As a mission only the damned will take on, it is time to unleash Task Force X, the target, a mystical object so powerful they're willing to risk their own lives to steal it. And we've got Wonder Woman on the mythical island of Themyscira, a proud warrior race of Amazon